busy people getting fit in Fulshear, Texas. Our aim is to help you look better, feel better, and perform better as quickly as possible. I'm your host, Bryan White with Blue Eagle Fitness and Nutrition. Welcome. Hey, what's up, Clancy?
What's up, Bryan?
Okay, last week I tried to talk about protein, and you derailed the conversation so that we talked about fruit. I know. I know. Shocking that you and I would not be aligned on something, and that you would just run right over me. So today we are going to talk about protein.
Awesome.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And I don't know if people know this, but we don't pre-test this. Like Clancy we don't know what our questions are going to be like from each other. And we certainly don't know what our answers are going to be. So I'm going to give you a question, and I hope you have a good answer for me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had oatmeal with 2 scoops of protein powder, a scoop of chia seeds, and frozen blueberries. Boom.
Okay, so you added frozen blueberries, but they weren't. Do you just let it come up to room temperature, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I leave the house, I scoop it all together, put it in that plastic container, and then I just shove it in my little food bag that I literally carry everywhere I go.
I'm well aware of the food bag,
which you're familiar. And then after my workout, it's usually all like, mashed up together pretty good. And I might add a little more water, but then it's good to go. Yeah.
Do you eat anything before your workout?
Well, today I did. I had a hard-boiled egg because I was a little hungry.
Okay.
And, but typically I drink coffee with collagen in it, and it has some protein in it. So I scoop that in my coffee.
Okay.
Which I switched that out a couple of months ago. Actually, Jamie Beller's the one that told me about it. It's called Collagen Mojo, and it's got protein and it's got good ingredients. And I put that in my coffee, and it sustains me until I finish my workout.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So after your workout, then you have that oatmeal with 2 scoops of protein powder, chia seeds, and frozen blueberries.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll have, like today I also had a pear, and typically in my bag I'll have apples, pears, those little tangerines that I've been raving about, in case you haven't heard.
If you don't know what we're talking about, please go back to the previous episode.
Please watch last week.
And listen to Clancy rave.
They should pay me. Those people should pay me. I should be an ambassador for the tangerine people.
Because the tangerine, I'm sure the margins on tangerine sales are through the roof, all because of Clancy's support.
Yes, indeed.
Love it. Well, this morning, let's see.
You had 5 eggs for breakfast this morning.
No, that was yesterday, and it was 3 eggs and 2 egg whites. So 5 egg equivalents. So 25.
Okay, why? Why are you mixing eggs and egg whites? I'm just curious.
Yeah, the couple of reasons. One is egg whites, for the most part, are the biggest bang for your buck in terms of protein per calories. So I actually like to think of it as calories per gram of protein. So there are 25 calories in a serving of egg whites. And by egg whites, I mean like in the prepackaged bottle. Like I'm not separating eggs and egg whites.
Okay.
I'm not. That's not me. That's not me.
I know you have a first grader, right? I'm in there picturing you with Ariana, and then she's waiting for her toast or whatever, and you're over here separating the eggs.
That is not how this works.
I'm
no, it's a carton. I pour it in, and she eats whatever I eat. Like she may fix herself a piece of toast, but I'm going to fix her eggs and fruit, and we're going to have that every other day, eggs and fruit. Yeah, and so eggs are 75 calories for 5 grams of protein. Egg whites are 25 calories for 5 grams of protein. So there's a lot of thought out in the world about the dangers, put that in quote, dangers of eggs. those dangers have been way overblown. And, which typically happens in a news cycle with people who don't actually read the research. Um, so that's not my reason. But it also, egg whites are less expensive than eggs, especially today. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the two main reasons. It's the calorie to protein ratio is higher in egg whites, and egg whites are more cost effective right now.
Okay, how do you feel about soy-free eggs?
Soy, I don't know anything about soy free eggs.
Okay.
I don't think soy is in eggs.
I've been buying
I think
soy-free eggs, and I don't
I
know if
think
even
all
that
eggs
even
are
is a
soy
thing.
free. I'm confused.
Am I getting played over here at the store because I'm
I,
buying the soy-free eggs?
so if we're going to talk about eggs,
I don't know.
I prefer free range. I prefer eggs from free range chickens. So
Yes.
these are chickens that honestly I grew up with in small town Arkansas, which is, I mean, you have chickens running around and they lay eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the chickens that I prefer. It's same with my, any meat that I eat. I prefer a beef or pork, goat. I prefer that coming from
Yes.
animals that were on a pasture, right? With As opposed to being raised in basically a meat mill. Same with my
Yes.
eggs. So when I choose eggs, the eggs that I choose have always been the most expensive. I know prices today of eggs are very high, but historically the prices of pasture raised chickens have come down. So I actually pay less for eggs now than I did 5 or 6 years ago. But that's my preference. They taste better, and the yolk. The main thing that you can tell is the yolk is a lot yellower in pasture when the eggs come from pasture raised chickens.
That is so, so true. I learned that when we moved out here to the country. But I'm glad we're talking about protein because I have a big announcement, and
Okay,
that is that we had a cow. We literally had a cow. We bought a cow,
you
and
bought a cow.
we bought a cow, and he's in the freezer right now.
Okay, okay.
And he's
Where did
so
you buy the cow
this
from?
is funny because I have never thought I would do any of this stuff that I've
No.
done out here in the
Oh,
country. But our farrier, who comes to take care of our horse hooves
okay.
once a month, he processes his own. He raises and processes his own beef. So we bought a cow.
Yep.
He's grass fed, grass finished. He's an half Angus, half Wagyu cow. And we decided just to go ahead and buy it because, where are you going to get that kind of meat in the
Correct.
grocery store? It's very difficult to find
Correct.
good
Yeah.
meat that's not a million bazillion dollars.
Yeah.
So,
Well, how
so
much did you
that,
spend on the cow?
so I would say on the average, he cost us a little under $10 a pound.
Okay.
And that's all processed and everything and
Yeah.
fed.
Ready to
And that
go.
was during a 2-year drought, also, where he was fed supplemental grass because it's very hard to grass feed a cow when there's a drought, which I learned a lot about raising a cow that I never thought I would know,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have been buying cows for a couple of years now. Um,
Okay.
a friend of mine that I met 15, 20 years ago. Um, his family owns land. And he was actually an MMA fighter for a while.
Oh,
And after his MMA career, went on to now he raised all kinds of animals on his land, and for exactly this, for processing and then selling to people and to give them great tasting meat,
hmm,
and very healthy meat. So yeah,
yeah,
I meant to buy half a cow. Somehow I got a whole cow.
you did.
The only problem was that
Whoops.
the freezer wasn't quite ready for getting
Hmm.
all the whole cow in there. But we've managed and we figured it out. But I got a lot of
That's
side eye
good.
looks from my wife.
Like, really, Brian? Now we have to put this
That
where the
look,
wine
that is the
was.
look, that is the exact look that she
This
gave
was
me.
our wine cellar, and now it's our cow freezer. What's wrong with this picture?
That's right. That's right. So you eat hard-boiled eggs, you eat protein powder, you eat a
Mhm.
beef, an entire cow. Any other protein that you like to eat?
Well, I like chicken. Like yesterday, I went to the grocery store. I was starving, by the way. And typically, like I said, I had my bag, but it was just my schedule was such that I didn't have everything I needed. And I was headed to the store and I bought the rotisserie chicken. You know how
Okay.
the
Love it. Yeah.
HEB has it already pre-picked though in
Yeah.
a container. So like I didn't eat off of the like in the car, you know, can you picture me with my rotisserie chicken just like eating it, which I'm not against that. I would do that. But I did buy the I did buy the plastic container that already had it pulled apart,
Gotcha.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yes. Gotcha.
And actually I was on it was because of my coaching call with you guys. I had to hurry and I ended up taking a piece of bread and some yellow mustard and like shoving the chicken in there and eating it during our coaching call. Anyway, um I also wanted to highlight this deliciousness.
Mesquite
OMG.
smoked jalapeno turkey breast.
Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I love this so much. But I mean, a lot of people aren't into processed
Yeah.
meat, and I get that. But if you're in a bind, guys, I mean, this is better than a candy bar. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And it's funny because those are the questions people ask, like, well, is it okay for me to eat deli meat? Well, what's the other option? If the other option is a
Right.
bag of chips or a candy bar, then yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Please eat the deli meat. If the
Well,
other
like,
option is a grass fed, pasture raised cow that is now in your freezer, let's go with the grass fed, pasture raised cow. But it's always a comparison.
right.
If you're going to eat something, what are your options as opposed to looking at one specific thing in a vacuum?
Exactly. And at the checkout aisle, they don't have the meat hanging there like this when you're checking out at the register at the grocery store. What do they have hanging there? The M&Ms, the peanut M&Ms that I want to eat because I'm starving. So instead, I get this and I will literally open it and start eating it while I'm driving out of the parking lot. I'm not even kidding. So, you know, it's choices.
It is choices. It is
It's
choices.
choices.
Well, I think we covered a little bit about protein. We eat eggs. We didn't cover it, but I also eat Greek yogurt for breakfast, and that's what I had
Mm.
this morning. A bowl of
Oh,
I had fruit, and then put about half a cup to 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt on top of that, and I use my fork to find the fruit, to fish for the fruit, and when I pull the fruit out, it has the Greek yogurt on it, and that's how I
mm.
eat my Greek yogurt. You and I both have fresh cows that have all been processed in our freezer, that are all grass fed, pasture raised, which I did not
Mhm.
know that was going to be part of the conversation
I
today.
didn't either. I actually thought of it while we were sitting here talking about it.
And you eat in the car with bread and yellow mustard, jalapeno turkey breast from the deli, and
Yep,
chicken rotisserie that has already been hand pulled and put into the carton for you.
pretty much. Whatever
I
it
love it.
takes is whatever I will do to make
Whatever
this
it
happen.
takes.
That's
Whatever
what
it
we said
takes.
last time. Whatever it takes, but I cannot be caught eating a Snickers and peanut M&Ms because while it tastes good in the moment, by the time I get to the parking lot, I'll be mad at myself because
Yeah.
I ate that whole thing. And so I'm just not going to do that. So choices, people.
Choices. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Clancy. I appreciate your
All
insights.
right. All right, Bryan. Thank you.
Yep. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
You can get every episode of Busy People Getting Fit wherever you listen to your podcast or on YouTube. You can also reach us at busypeoplegettingfit.com. Until next time, thank you for listening.